What is up, guys? It's your boy, DilzOnline here, and today we are doing one of my most requested videos on YouTube right now, and that request is the best spots and nests in London to find rare Pokemon, regular Pokemon, starter Pokemon, all types of Pokemon. So in this video I'll be detailing where to find them rare Pokemon like Larvitars, the common ones like Houndour, and star Pokemon like Cyndaquil, Chikorita and Totodile. So make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. Without further ado, guys, let's jump straight into the video. So the first Pokemon we have is Houndour. So if you're looking for a Houndour in order to get Houndoom and you live in London, there's a few places you can go. So the main spot where Houndour spawn right now is Stratford Olympic Park, where it's heavy Houndour. You probably get a Houndoom in maybe like an hour or two. So much Houndour, you can easily get one there. So if you're not around the Stratford area, you can also go Colindale Park, and you can also go Seven Kings Park. So there's a few parks around where you can catch Houndour. If you're not familiar with Colindale or Seven Kings Park, I'll leave the area in the description below, and I'll do that for all these Pokemon. So I'll name the park in the description, and I'll also name where that park actually is. But as you can see from the images, you can see it's heavy Houndour, and you can see the surrounding areas there. Next one we have is Girafarig. I've heard that a lot of people are struggling to get Girafarig. I was able to get one by my nan's house, and I was able to get one by my girl's yard. The Girafarig spawns at Gladstone Park, so the spawns are crazy there. I'm assuming you're only going to need one, because Girafarig ain't that strong, and it hasn't got an evolution. So if you want to catch one, just go to Gladstone Park, because you will get hundreds. There's literally so many there, as you could tell from the picture. Next Pokemon we have is Gligar. So they spawn in the area around Wimbledon Park, not just in one specific area like the Houndours and the Girafarigs, but they spawn around the area. Like I said, I've yet to get a Gligar, so if I can't find one in the next coming weeks, I may have to make the trip down to Wimbledon Park, and if you live close or live nearby, I'll do the same thing as well. Wimbledon Park, Gligar. Next Pokemon we have is Qwilfish, and that's one of the Pokemon I've yet to catch. They're rare for me. I haven't been able to find one, so if you can't find one, I'd advise going to Hendon Golf Course. That seems like a small spawn, a small nest in Hendon Golf Course if you want to get Qwilfish. So for me, I haven't found one yet. Hendon's about half an hour away from my house, so if I can't find a Qwilfish soon, I'll probably make my trip down to Hendon very soon. So if you need one, you're around the area, near the area, go to Hendon Golf Course. Another Pokemon that I do not have, you're probably thinking, Dylan, you have no Pokemon, but I haven't been active and trying to catch everything as of yet. But if you want Dunsparce spawns at Wanstead Flats, which is pretty close to me. That's about a 15-minute drive from my house. So soon, if I don't have a Dunsparce, I'll probably make my way down to Wanstead Flats. So if you need a Dunsparce, you haven't got one, they don't seem super rare, but they don't seem common either. They're not that strong anyway, so it's probably one of those ones where you just want for your Pokedex. It's like a lot of fans do like Dunsparce. It's just one of those Pokemon that you kind of just like it. But they spawn at Wanstead Flats, so if you haven't got one, make your way down there. It's not the highest, strongest Pokemon, but if you want it for your decks, make sure to go down to Wanstead Flats. Now, moving on to some of the Pokemon that are quite rare, and they're Pokemon that you guys are definitely gonna want. I'll tell you that right now. So going back to Generation 1 right now for a second, I want to show you guys a Scyther spawn and an Onyx spawn. Obviously, you guys are going to want to know where the Scyther spawn and where the Onyx spawn, because obviously you guys want a Scizor and you also want a Steelix. And by having the metal coat, you're also going to need 50 candy. So these are two places where they currently spawn. I think Onyx spawn in Holland Park, which you can see, which is quite a decent spawn. And Scyther is Ilford Golf Club. It ain't as crazy of a spawn as the Onyx spawn, but if you go there, you can get two Scythers, and if you go Holland Park, you can get a lot of Onix. So if you need that Steelix, you need that Scizor, but you've got a metal coat and you haven't got the candy, make sure to make your way downtown to Holland Park, which is in central London, or Ilford, which is like just outside of London, like east-ish. So that's a couple Generation 1 Pokemon for those that want the Generation 2 evolutions. Now going on to the starter Pokemon that a lot of you guys are really looking forward to. So the first starter we have is Chikorita. It's the first one that comes in a Pokedex, so let's start off with that one. So Chikorita spawns in two locations. The first one is Mabley Green, and the second one is South Norwood Country Park. So Mabley Green's in Hackney, I believe, so that's close to me. I can get there in about 15 minutes. So when I want to go get that Meganium, which I want to soon because I have a 91 IV Chikorita, which I caught in Ilford, I'm going to make my way down there in the next week or so. But if you want to make your way down there, that's in Hackney, Mabley Green. I think you probably get like 3 to 4 every hour, which ain't too bad. And then you also have South Norwood Country Park, which I don't know where it is, but I'll probably look it up and put it in the description below. But if you want to go there or you want to go Hackney, it's in two different locations. So if you live near or you live far or live around the area, you can make your way downtown to which one is closest to you. Next one is Cyndaquil. So as you guys know, I've got a Typhlosion. You've seen the evolution video. However, when I made that video, the spawns were different. The park I went to was spawning there like crazy. And it was like another 3 parks that was spawning Cyndaquil. But after the recent nest change on Wednesday night, they kind of reduced the Cyndaquil spawns, which I think they done on purpose because a lot of people were getting Typhlosion really quick like me. So the 2 places are Pollard Square and around East London Cemetry. So with this East London Cemetry, it's more like around in the fields around it, not just in one place, so you have to walk around quite a bit. Pollard Square spawn a few here and there, probably get like 3 to 4 every hour, which I said is not too bad, but where I went, I was getting like 8 or 9 every hour. And if you're using a pineapple berry, you're gonna get them really quick. So those are the 2 locations. After the recent nest change, they kind of reduced the Cyndaquil spawns, which is a bit unfortunate, but if you want to get a Typhlosion, make sure to check out those 2 places because it can be very helpful to complete your Pokedex. Last starter, but not the least starter, is Totodile, one of the favorites of this generation. This is one of the Pokemon I do not have. I actually haven't got a Totodile yet, just not been able to find one. In some places it's common, but for me, it's been quite rare. But Deptford Park have been spawning Totodile like absolutely crazy, and I'm definitely gonna make my way down there in the next couple of days because I really want a what's it called, a Feraligatr, and I may make a video from the Totodile to Feraligatr evolution, but I'll see how I feel about that. But Deptford Park spawn them like literally like 8 or 9 every hour, one of the best spawns in London. So make sure to go there as soon as possible because when it runs out, it runs out. When they change the nest, you won't be able to go back there and make use of that crazy Totodile spawn. Also, Wennington Green spawn a few Totodiles here and there. Not as often, same thing, maybe 3 to 4 every hour. So if you're in the Hackney area, it's near Victoria Park, which is by my sister's house. So when I'm at my sister's house, I can actually make my way down there. So I may do that eventually as well. But if you're in and around the Hackney area, make sure to check it out. You'll get like 2, 3, 4 maybe every hour, which ain't too bad. Use your pineapple berry, maximize the candy, and you can get a Feraligatr in no time. Last but not least, the one that everyone's looking forward to is Larvitar. So Larvitar hasn't actually got a nest, but there's a frequent spawn locations around London which I can let you guys know about. First one is Greenwich Park. Greenwich Park spawns like a Larvitar, sometimes like 1 every hour or like 1 every 2 hours, or you can get like 3 in an hour. I've seen like 3 Larvitars in Greenwich Park in like 45 minutes. I've seen them in the park at the exact same time at one point. So if you're looking for Larvitar and you're around the Greenwich area, if you spend a day there, you'll probably get like 3 or 4 Larvitar. Use your pineapple berry, maximize your candy, and you will get a flipping Tyranitar in no time. Also, Hampstead Heath and around that North London area. Hampstead Heath, like every hour, you'll definitely get a Tyranitar or a Pupitar or like a Mareep. In 1 hour and a half, I'd say, or in that North London area, you definitely get like 1 Larvitar or 1 Pupitar or 1 Mareep. So those are pretty rare Pokemon, so if you spend the whole day there, probably get 3 or 4 of one of those Pokemon, and you really maximize your candy as long as you use a pineapple berry. Just spend the day there, be patient, and they will come to you. Just wait there at Hampstead Heath and around that North London area, and they'll definitely come. I promise you that. Finally, if you're in a central London area, Temple. I find the area Temple spawns a lot of Larvitars. When I went there, that's where I caught my first Larvitar, and then 2 days ago there was 100 IV Larvitar at Temple, which is pretty crazy. So if you're in central London, chill around the Embankment area, but be close to Temple as well because they spawn a lot of Larvitars here and there. So if you want to get a Tyranitar, wait around there, use a pineapple berry, and you will eventually get one. So be patient. Like I said, with all these things, it's about being patient. Go in there as soon as possible, making use of it, because when things change and they don't come back. This video is to help those people who haven't got Twitter, are not up to date with the social media, and don't know where the best spots and nests are in London. So I wanted to be helpful, and if it was helpful, make sure to drop a like, it'd be much appreciated, and subscribe if you're new. But for those who do have social media, are up to date with everything, I want to know where the best spots are and up-to-date information, make sure to go follow my boy MattPlaysPokemon at PokemonGO London on Twitter. Follow him, he updates like a nest on like a spreadsheet on his Twitter page. He also has a YouTube channel, so if you're free, make sure to go check him out. The link will be in the description below, so make sure to check out MattPlaysPokemon. But yeah guys, if you want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comment section below, because I'll do this like once every month to update you guys on the best nest, the best spots in London. I hope this video was very informative and it was very helpful to those that live in the London area and want to know where the best spots are. But like I said, if you found it helpful, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new, because it's your boy, the boy Dilz Online here. I'll watch out for new and up-to-date live Pokemon Go content. But it's been your boy, the boy Dilz Online here, aka the Black Gary. Hope you guys have a very good evening. God bless and say far. Yeah.